All right, still with our media day, winter sports previews. We got track coach Coach Richardson, and Coach, you've been here for several years now. We call it indoor track, but you guys practice outside. And obviously your meets are mostly inside. Can you just talk about what the challenge is of being in the winter? We've had pretty good weather so far, but being out there in the conditions, and then how you have to use the outdoor track to prepare for those indoor meets.
Yeah, the sport doesn't really change. It's just the size of the track during indoor and outdoor season. But during indoor season, all the training is outside. So we got to bundle up. We have to make sure we do enough stretching so we don't get injured, and we still got to go get the work done.
And one of the things that numerous athletes and coaches here have talked about in my interviews with them throughout the fall is the family atmosphere around the team. And track's kind of a unique sport because you have your sprinters, you have your middle distance, your longer distance, your jumpers, your throwers. So it's like, a lot of different sports. So it probably makes it in some ways maybe a little bit harder to bring that team camaraderie. What are some ways that you do that you try and promote that team feel on a team when your athletes are doing several different things?
It's not too difficult when everybody on the team understands that everybody's chasing a goal. A lot of people come together and support each other, so that brings us together, just the support for everybody's common goals.
What's the outlook for this year? How are you working to take this thing to the next level? And just what are you, I guess, most excited about for this winter?
Yeah, I try not to jinx anything, but after the first meet, we already have 3 state leaders. We almost took down a couple of the school records, so we're in really good shape. Hopefully we can keep it going.
That's awesome. And then I guess just what are the biggest challenges that you as a coach have to identify? We know these areas are areas we have to improve, and how are you setting about attacking to improve those areas?
Staying motivated. That's probably the hardest thing. It's a long season. Your body gets beat up at times, but staying focused and understanding the goal at the end of the road.
And obviously we don't have an indoor track here, so all your competitions are off campus. Titan fans aren't going to get to necessarily see you guys compete as much, or if we want to see you, we got to go out and travel. So just tell us some athletes maybe to keep an eye out for. You mentioned 3 folks already with state times. Just who are some of the Titan athletes that we should really be watching for this winter?
Oh, well, we have a lot of athletes to look for. Caleb Quigley, Ty Mathis, Lily Verse, and Drew Covington. Logan Snyder. We have a lot of athletes to be looking forward to this year, so we're excited.
That's great. Well, thanks, Kendrick, so much for joining us. Best of luck this season, and we'll definitely be keeping tabs on y'all, and look forward to having some track athletes on the podcast, and just keep getting better, keep winning those state times, and can't wait to follow y'all's progress.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
What's up, Titan Nation? I'm here with sophomore track runner Ty Mathis. So, Ty, obviously you're one of the faster members on this team. Just every day, personally, when I was out practicing, I could just see you winning most of your races. So, Ty, coming into this big sophomore season, do you have any personal goals that you've set for yourself so far?
Yeah, I have a lot of goals. I would say one of the main ones is definitely getting a state championship win this year. I've been working hard every single day, even over the summer. So, yeah.
That's great. So, Ty, given that you're an underclassman, you haven't been here for the longest time. So what's it been like having some upperclassmen, looking out for you and kind of showing you the ropes? What's been some relationships with some upperclassmen you'd like to talk about?
It's actually been great. Gabe has helped me a lot. Tyler's helped me a lot. I also started really, really late. I started about 3 weeks into the track season last year for outdoor late, so it wasn't easy trying to catch up, get into the game like everyone else, but they really helped me out.
Great. So you just talked about starting late, but what are some other challenges you had to overcome in your track career?
One of the challenges I recently have been facing is making sure not to overwork my body. I train really hard every single day. I want to improve. I want to get better, but I also got to have time to rest, take care of my body.
Great. Well, I just want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to talk to us for a few minutes, and good luck with the rest of your season.
Thank you.
All right, we're here with sophomore Lily Verson for winter track, and Lily, you were a state champion last year. Tell us about that event, or all state, I should say.
Well, the state meet last year was very challenging. There were certain events that I did where I wasn't as I didn't do as well, and that kind of made me nervous. But for the events like the 200, which I did get all-state in, was very confident or ego boosting, I guess. So.
And yeah, I guess I should ask you first, tell us all the events that you participate in track.
For indoor season, I'm doing the 55, 300, and the long jump. But for outdoor, I do the 100 meter, 200, long jump, and triple jump. And this year, I hope to add hurdles.
Wow, that is a full day. What's your favorite event to do?
Personally, I really enjoy running the 200.
And in terms of your goals for this year individually, can you talk about just what you're hoping to accomplish specific to this winter indoor track season?
I hope to accomplish moving to nationals with Ty, and some of our teammates are qualifying at least, especially in the 300 and the 55. And we've put together a really good 2x4 team, so I hope to move forward with that team too.
So the last thing I wanted to ask you about is track in some ways is such an individual sport, all those events you're doing, but there's also a team dynamic. So how are you able as a leader, and I think you're a captain, which is amazing as a sophomore to be a team captain. I don't know if I've ever heard of that before, so congratulations on that, Lily. But how do you as a captain try and create a team dynamic around what is largely an individual sport?
Yes, so track is usually perceived as a more individual sport, but during practices, we try to talk to people and kind of reach out. And we've also been doing little Secret Santa team building activities during track too. And there's a distance team, a sprint team, and usually the jumpers. They're all kind of separate, but we, especially during meets, we try to be more of a community.
Well, that's awesome. Well, we're looking forward to seeing your progress this year, and all those events you listed I'm blown away by your the versatility and athleticism that it takes. But I know you're going to do great. We've seen you putting in the work, and just best of luck this winter.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.